time to go back to the bench. New project going this time, after the quick build that was the Star Destroyer. Sticking with the Bandai Star Wars, we're going to the new 172nd A-Wing fighter. Like my previous X-Wing builds, this one's not going to stick with the theme, or rather what's in the box. Back there in the back is Jade 4, which is going to serve as some of the inspiration for what I plan with this one. As in typical Bandai fashion, you've got lots of sprue of different color parts. Got a choice of water slide decals or stickers. And with the size of this one, along with the base, they gave us a Death Star gun tower, Death Star style gun tower. Obviously not to scale, but it should be fun to build anyway. The big change on this one I'm going to make, since I'm going to do Jade Squadron, is I'm going to take the reddish brown parts here, brownish red, whatever you want to call the color, and make them green. Figure that'll be the easiest way to do the Jade Squadron. That being said, the build itself probably won't take all that long. These are Bandai kits after all. Alright, here we have our first mod, if you will, to the A-Wing build. After giving a coat of gray primer, took a can of color spray Kelly Green and gave both sides of the red-brown pieces a good coat of, well, green. We are well on our way to Jade Flight. Okay, first thing I've finished in actual construction, just for funsies, was the Death Star turret style part of the base. Now, mind you, it's not necessarily to scale, but it is fully featured. Gun barrels will move, and the top will turn. In the end, I'll probably give this thing a black wash for detail, but that's where it's sitting. When we come down here to the cockpit of our A-Wing, I have painted the inside panels as well as what you're seeing is gray with a mix of Vallejo gray and Vallejo dark gray primers. I have also put the cockpit details into place, or decals into place, and we're moving right along. And at this point, step one, minus the pilot and the canopy, is done. Our green panels are in place. Of course, we still have the opening for the landing gear. But I'm really liking how the green is turning out with this one. Okay, as you can see, I have put the engines into place. Bandai's done it again. The rings here are actually cast as part of the wing and are cast round, making assembly easy enough. I've decided to go ahead and do this one landing gear down, so I've painted in the gear wells and the insides of the gear bay doors with the dark gray that I used in the cockpit, and we'll proceed from there. Alright, at this point, final assembly's done, landing gear's in place, canopy's in place, markings are in place, and Jade 7, an A-wing fighter from the Jade Squadron I started with the Bandai X-wing, is now finished. On the body here, I wrote in with a very fine tip Sharpie on both sides, Jade 7 using the Star Wars Arabash style font. Number 7 is also, the number 7 is on both rudders. Along with the gun turret, I gave both models a overall black wash, wiped off the excess. In the case of Jade 7 here, I also went in and dry brushed around a couple of the panels, both on the top and on the bottom, to accent where some damage had been done and some repairs had been put in place. Backs of the engines, get a little more light down here, you can just make out the yellow tint that I put in the main thrusters. All in all, I'm very happy with how this one turned out. This is another exquisitely designed Bandai kit, very faithful to the original subject. And before I start rambling too much more, I'm going to put some stills at the end of this, and thank you all for watching.